Ben, I have heard rumors.
Yeah.
Rumors I really do not like hearing.
Go on,
Apparently you have a girlfriend.
Not apparently. She has 100% hit the Dr. Benchy jackpot. Yes.
So you are telling me she is not a hired actress?
No, she's not a bloody hired actress. What do you mean hired actress? I wouldn't pay.
Well, this has really put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Cat amongst the pigeons? What do you mean, the cat amongst the pigeons? I don't get it.
I will get back to you when I have investigated into this.
Don't investigate into this.
I find it impossible that with a face like that, you have managed to hold someone down long term.
Right, the way you make it, it's not like that. I don't hold her down. It's a consensual relationship between me and her.
Do not lie to me, Ben. It might be the biggest mistake you ever make.
You're the biggest mistake I've ever fucking made, aren't you?
Excuse me.
Nothing, run the intro. Hello there, viewers. Welcome back then to another episode of Parma Drama. It's a transfer special. I know you like them. So it's going to be in the old traditional style of moves being made. As you can see here, we've already made a couple of moves in the window. We've brought in a young Italian man from Club Brugge. I've been tracking for about 3 or 4 years. He's finally available on a free. I signed him for the summer. The buy now, £4,000. So I thought, yeah, that's fine. Bring him in. Does it actually say 3.8k? So, you know, less than I even thought originally. And the other man we've brought in is another guy I've been looking at for, it feels like a long time. Oliveira, he's only 22 years old. Brazilian, though. We've brought him in on a free, again, I say free transfer. It cost me 375k. It's like a free transfer. You can play in central midfield, you can play defensive midfield. He is the perfect complement to what I need. So, hi, welcome to the club. I'm sure you're going to get lots of game time. He's kind of he's our natural Lucas replacement. Lucas leaves at the end of the year. This is our new guy. And you can make the words Lever from his surname. So planning is important. So let's look forward to it. So let's crack on. It's going to be exciting. Parma are about to get a whole lot more drama in their lives. Alternatively, this will go like it normally does, and I will make some mistakes. What I can assure you is, over the next 10 minutes, things are going to happen. I don't know what they are. Why are you so unsure, Ben? Because we actually don't really need anyone. Like, genuinely, I don't need anyone. Maybe a left winger is like the only thing we need. But even then, Gonzalo Martinez is good. Norman's not a bad replacement. We don't really, as I say, we don't really need anyone. So, I guess we'll just, that doesn't mean I won't do anything. Like, a striker would be good. Monier and Sturridge aren't going to be here forever. So, maybe one of those? Maybe Danny Graham returns? Danny Graham's retired. And he's now a director of football. You might think, get him in. These are the director of football stats that Danny Graham possesses. We won't be getting him in. You might think, why? How good's your current director of football? Comparatively, actually not that much better. Alright then, fair enough. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. But if you're going to make a sign-in, makes sense. Now, I'm not sure, looking at the squad, I'm not sure if any of my players have got, like, real interest. So he's got a little bit. Domingo, Boris Lambert is probably wanted on loan. Apart from that, none of my players are wanted that much. The big news, really, for me this summer is that Robert is back fit, and hopefully he'll get some game time before too long. So, welcome back, Robert. I hope your leg's all right and stuff, and play well in the future, thanks. Ignore this. This is nothing to do with you. Just let me do my thing. Arsenal have rejected my bid for Alexis Sanchez, which is strange. I only wanted them to pay 60% of his wages. Was that too much to ask? Apparently so. Okay, I've not dealt with this, but someone at Parma, I don't even know who it is because I've just sacked the director of football. Danny Graham's not even here yet. They want to sign a player called Robert Roberts. He's not bad. He's a Welsh wing wizard. Well, he's a Welsh central midfielder, but he's left winged as well. I mean, he's called Robert Roberts. He's called Bob Bobs. Bob Bobs. He's not called Robert Roberts. He's called Bob's Bobs. He's going in the first team. Oh, no. Sorry, he's at Arsenal, but he's on loan at Northampton, and we're going to get him in for the summer. Apparently, how much are we paying? Nothing. I don't know what's going on at Parma, but this is great. Bobs. He's not even very good, but he's called Bob Bobs. So whatever. When a player like Bob Bobs comes around, you don't want to have to wait. I don't want to have to wait. I have to wait until the summer. Oh, it's Yuri all over again. Imagine if we miss out on Bob Bobs. Minos, mate. Like, I'm trying to negotiate a contract here, and you're like, 120k? Definitely not. 57,000 at an absolute maximum. Signing on fee, 2 million. You screwed me over, mate, when I sold you. Well, fine. Don't talk to me then. I didn't want you anyway. Stay at Chelsea and rot. I was a bit hyper-aggressive there. Probably shouldn't have said it quite like that. Danny Graham set to sign for Parma. Unbelievably, folks, this is the third time we've seen this screen. In he comes. Oh, why didn't you do the transfer bit with him? Come on. I think he's had enough, frankly. Do you remember when we had Ishmael at the club? And everyone was going, play Seri, don't be playing Ishmael. Man United have just bid 44 million flat for him. We can't match it, though we'll try. I don't think we're going to get him, but don't worry. Folks, I should mention, there's obviously the underlying thought that I'm not actually going to bring you the games, I'm going to play them though. Obviously, that's Football Manager. But obviously, we're trying to keep the unbeaten record. I'll keep you updated to make sure that we keep it. We haven't scored yet, but I'll let you know at the end of every game to make sure that we continue this. So then, first game down, it's a 1-0 win to Parma. Do you know what? We have absolutely hammered them and won 1-0, and it was a bit nervy towards the end, although we were controlling the game really nicely. So yeah, a 13-point gap has emerged because Roma drew. So things are looking good for the unbeaten run. It continues. So folks, not all that much is happening right now, but Newcastle have come in for Domingo, a player that I just don't want to sell. So I thought I'd tell you that Newcastle have bid. I ain't selling. Good. I am looking at a striker though. Maybe you'll sign one. So, since we last spoke, a few little bits and pieces have gone on. We've won 6-1 and 5-1 in the Cups. I didn't show you the game. We also drew with Sampdoria. It's going okay. We've got some tough games happening in the transfer window, but the big news really is that Daniel Sturridge wants to terminate his loan, and I'm going to terminate it. He's not done that much for me. 4 appearances. I mean, I could have played him more, but when you got a player like Monnier, there ain't too much you can do. Actually, he was quite good, but it's happened. Mistakes will be made. I said it at the start. 4 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists. His best average rating in his Football Manager career on this game. Brilliant. Well done, Ben. Big moment in the history of Parma drama here, folks. We're 1-0 down to Napoli. We've got a penalty with 10 minutes to go. Obviously, the unbeaten streak is at stake. I thought I would show you the penalty. See if we score it. Monnier takes it. Monnier scores it. We're still in the game. I'll let you know how it finishes. Corner kick, late doors. Is that going to be the end of it? It is going to be the end of it. Parma 1. Napoli 1. Napoli had a strange season, really, but we've got the point. We remain unbeaten. It's, again, close. That's not like the closest we've been to the wire. But that's, I feel like we're on the tightrope walk on that one. Been a quiet summer for Parma, but finally a deal has been done. Juanmi is moving to Parma on loan for the rest of the season. Daniel Sturridge has left and gone back to Liverpool, and Manchester United have loaned out Juanmi to Parma, which translate, imaginatively enough, to John Mai. So, guess what I'm going to be calling him? I mean, guess what Dr. Benji's going to be calling him? He's signing. So yeah, John Mai is signing. Obviously, John Mai sounds daft, so I'm going to call him My John. Yeah. So if we take a look at My John's stats, he's pretty good. He's pretty solid. Spanish, 14 dribbling, 15 finishing, 15 first touch. He's going to be basically, if Monnier gets injured and Seri's not up to the task and Gonzalez doesn't fancy it, John Mai is going to be our guy. I'm going accidental rhyme. That was good. Another day, another dollar. We are beating Roma. Parma doing very, very well, it has to be said. I can't really believe the run is continuing. They got an early red card. I say early, like 40-minute red card. We scored at the very start of the game, and then we got a second, and now it looks like we might be about to get a third. I think it's probably going to be Monnier stepping up. I thought you might want to, like, obviously, when the run is this sort of intense, I thought you might want to see some of the league games. Monnier puts it away. 3-0. The run continues. We are 11 points clear of Juve with very similar goal difference to the point where they are exact at this point in time. As you can see there, Monnier strikes it. 3-0, my word. And that should just about wrap it up, and it does so. Parma 3, Roma 0, the run goes on. We are in January. Monnier has hit 31 goals. He has broken the record on the 27th of January. We've got Cup games to come. We've got Champions League games to come. And obviously we've got a whole host of league games to come. It should be noted, I've compared him to Pixie in terms of could be a striker that gets 50 goals for me, and the only player that's done it is Pixie. Pixie had 7 competitions to do it in. Monnier's got like 3. Wow. Let's hope he does it for all of our sakes. I think we all want to see it, right? Right? Yeah. Based on this goal, it looks like the run is possibly going to continue. Monnier with it. 1-0 over Milan. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's my new noise, apparently. thought, let's stay with it, because we haven't done that many transfers, so I mean, we might as well stay with any action we get within games. It's interesting how this formation works, because we play in defensive. Although our attacking players are really good and really creative, it depends a lot on their movement. You can see here that although we've got the ball, we still sit relatively defensively. We always hang one back with our 3 defenders. Monier through. Ooh, should have been a goal. And it just seems to work. It's not often I talk about the tactical way this side sets up and works within the 3-2-1, 2 wide men, 1 in behind striker formation. That's not the way. That's not the short version of saying it, I'll say that much. But something about it just works. It means that if they try and clear the ball, we recover it really, really quickly. Monier goes close again. And it's what works for this team and the players in it. I will say, folks, a striker will have to replace Monier at the end of the season, because I doubt we'll get him back. Stay tuned. It's 33 for the season. You might have thought the one before was good, but check this one out. Just casually has it on the edge of the box and fires in. 2-0. That's surely game over. The run goes on. And he's completed his hat-trick. Ramirez from the side heads it in. Is that a perfect hat-trick, or was it 2 right-footed efforts? I think it was 2 right-footed efforts. He's got the hat-trick, his 35th goal of the season. His run continues, our run continues, and that's probably going to wrap it up. 3-0 Parma, and that brings us to the end of the games for this episode, but still, a transfer dealing to be done. Right, so, the transfer window has been a little bit... It's been mellow, I would say. It's not been like overly exciting. Not that much has happened. And then I put a £28 million bid in for a player at Chelsea called Carlos Abels. Now, let me show you him. 100 grand a week, 4 million signing on, 3 million agent fee. So it cost me a fair whack to get him in. But I'm kind of resigned to the fact that I don't think I'm going to get Monier as a transfer or even as a loan again. So I feel like I have to plan for the future. As much as I want to bring Monier back, and I will do everything in my power in the summer to perhaps bring him back, we need a replacement at some point. This guy would be the replacement, and on the surface he looks very good, right? You look at him, you go 19 finishing, wow, 19 heading, great off the ball, physicals are incredible. My only issue being that his scout report isn't that good, and he's only predicted to be a 4-star player. Now 4 stars great, but I work with guys like Monier, you know. I don't know, maybe this is the kind of guy we'll go back in for in the summer, and he's on my radar. But from what you just heard me say, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel it. But I want you to let me know in the comments, do you think I should have gone for him? I mean, it's going to be too late. We'll come back in the summer perhaps, but I just want you to know what might have happened. And he's not the only one that might have happened either. Just keep watching. Folks, breaking news, Gylfi Sigurdsson is making the return to Parma in an unprecedented move. Dr. Benji brings back a former face, something he's reluctant to do. Generally speaking, the Icelandic midfielder will return on £24,000 a week. It's a 2-year deal, which Dr. Benji said he's very pleased to see Gylfi back. When he left, there was a little bit of sadness, but the fact he's coming back makes him very, very happy indeed. So, Gylfi Sigurdsson back to Parma in what is being a bizarre final day so far. So yeah, Gylfi's back. He's not that bad, We sold him it's a long time ago now. 16 million. It was the first big sale Parma even had. Bought him for 11, sold him for 16, and I will welcome him back for 16.25. He's not really been a mainstay in the Shakhtar team, but I love a sort of, I love a signing where you've got memories attached to him. Why not? At the end of the day, why not? So the whole striker thing, it's gone. It's a bit of a mess. There's another one, George Vivas. It's not like I wasn't looking to bring in a striker, but because I signed my John, I don't really need one right now. And this is the second of the two. He plays for Monaco. As you can see from his stats, again, he's quite similar to the first guy. Probably not quite as well-rounded, but he's a little bit cheaper, so that would probably explain why. He's about 10 million cheaper overall, with a slightly less sort of on wage and goal and appearance fee. Over time, he's probably about £20 million less. So yeah, again, I'm not going to sign him, but let me know if you'd have signed Vivas. Let me know if you'd have signed the other guy. Let me know, who would you have gone for? I don't know if this is a good decision. It feels silly. I just don't know. Carlos Abels and George Vivas are 2 players I could have brought in. As you can see, there's a few other guys that I've been looking at on gender, but he's just not having any of it. As much as I want to bring him here, Lil are going, nah, mate, you ain't having him. So, again, with a bit of sadness, we're going to cancel it. And that probably brings our transfer activity to an end. Underwhelming. But let me explain the situation, folks. You might think, what? We've been promised a transfer episode. You've done barely anything. You've brought in Siggy again. Well, this is the situation. Our in terms of finance, we're at quite a good spot right now. I've got 37 million that we could spend, 48 in the bank. We're going to get money for the league finish and the Champions League and things like that. Projected next year, we're expected to have 40 million again, and we're going to have to invest it. As well as that, we're probably going to look to move a few players on. Martinez is one that I'm probably going to try and move on. He's getting on a little bit. He's worth a bit of money. He's already transfer listed, but I think I got an offer of 20 million from Newcastle. I want a little bit more than that, but we'll see in the summer. We'll see if we can get some money for him. Refresh the squad a little bit. Obviously, a lot of the loan signings are going to go as well, so we're going to know where we're at. So, just wait till the summer. There's a very exciting rest of the season to come. Don't get too disheartened. The next episode will be the Italian Cup semi-final, but that does indeed bring our transfer activity to an end for today's episode. So it was a bit of a mishmashy episode, wasn't it? A little bit of everything today, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. Your support, I go on about it all the time, but it's so good. I don't want to not mention it because I'm just so grateful for it. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. So from me, Dr. Benji, we love with care. Until next time, goodbye.